for one. Jimmy is being a cheap ass. You know, I'm like, damn.
You heard it here first. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Our podcast.
Right, we're the best. You know, they say people that cuss are more honest. So I'm an honest motherfucker. Put the fish away, Reggie.
It don't even hurt to give birth.
Not for me.
Nothing to it. Okay, let's do it. Come on. I'm ready. I want to do it.
I wear something. I got one on right now. You want to see?
Jimmy and Geek. Madhouse Bar Talks, baby.
That is a bunch of shit, if you ask me. That ain't make no sense.
Morning. Madhouse Bar Talks. Coming up from the top of Madhouse Bar and Grill. Got a crazy week going on. All kinds of crazy shit going on in the news, huh?
Hell yeah.
Real crazy shit. That judge thing, did you look at that? I said something to you about it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, my God, that Letcher County sheriff.
That's crazy, though.
No, they're saying that they're saying because it was that Deshaun Steins was the sheriff. They're saying there's like some kind of lawsuit that's going on with it that had something to do with one of the other sheriffs was like basically not breaking probation on these girls, like turning them in if they were, right, you know, given sexual favors and like being sued for like sodomy and all kinds of, like, it's nasty, dude. But not the sheriff that shot him, another sheriff that works under his command. You know what I'm saying? And so that's going on. And then now they're saying, like, I'm seeing all kinds of reports that, like, he was, like, sleeping with his underage daughter. Then I see he's groping his underage daughter. I mean, if that's the case, what do? I mean, that's just a good dad, right? Am I wrong or no?
I don't know, man. I ain't looked into this. I'm like, I don't know too much.
We don't. None of us do. All we know is that all we know is the sheriff came in and shot the judge, and they were best friends.
Wow.
He was his bailiff for years, and they're best friends. And all of a sudden, they were actually going to go to lunch that day, or maybe even did go to lunch that day together. And then he just shot his ass. So something crazy happened. That guy didn't just like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Something's going on. I mean, that's justified if that's the case, though. I mean, I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah, but you still got to go through courts and shit. You just can't go shoot somebody.
If you found out your best friend was messing with your daughter, how do you control your rage?
You shoot him, but then you go to jail and everything else.
Oh, yeah. No,
but you're saying justify, like, okay, you're going to let him loose.
Oh, yeah, I kind of would. They don't want me to be the judge. I'll be like, he did what to your daughter? Oh, okay. I'll see you later, buddy.
Yeah. Well, you have a good
Stop
day.
by the house for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how I see it. What do I know? But,
well, let's put it this way. She was underage.
Yeah, I think they said 15 or something to that effect. He's creepy. Have you seen him?
Mm-mm.
Oh, let's go show you a picture. Wait till you see this creepy-looking bastard. I mean, just by the way he looks, I think he's freaking guilty. How's that?
That's judgy. That's a little judgy here.
He just looks like a creepy bastard. So he's like that. This is the judge, which, I mean, this is his judge picture. Like, this is the one that, like, that's his picture as a judge. That's a creepy looking dude.
Oh,
he looks creepier than Tim Walz. Like, legit. Like, he's like the creepiest looking dude ever. I mean, that's a creepy looking dude. I mean, you can agree with that, right?
I don't know. You're a little judgy.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm interested to see what ends up coming out. That like what happens as far as what they say he actually did do, because this.
That's me. Hold on a second.
Yeah, you got me all discombobulated.
I'm trying to find it. It ain't coming up.
What's not?
There it is.
Oh, the mute button?
Yeah, there you go. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if it's me, I'm like, you know, you got to say, you know, that he gets what he deserves. But honestly, you know what? If I'm thinking about it, if I've got a situation where that happened to me, and it's somebody like that's a judge or somebody prominent to that, you know, to that level, and that like is looked on highly in the public court of appeals, isn't it almost better not to kill him and let him like make him have to go to court and face that?
I think
Isn't
so.
that the easy way out, really? Like, isn't it more like devastating to like have to go to court and explain that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I would think maybe you're better off not to shoot the guy. You know what I mean? One, you don't go to jail, you keep your freedom.
You know, you really sound like Harris right now. You just kind of flip-flopped.
No, because there's that knee-jerk reaction that says shoot the motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you really think about it and you plan it out, the fact of the matter is this dude would have been way worse for the guy to be in the public eye having to face that. You know what I'm saying? Than it was that his life was just ended.
I agree.
You know what I mean? That's more devastating to him. It's a bigger payback, in my opinion.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't know what you got going on. You can't hit mute. There's a mute button on there.
Hold on. Just hold on. I can't find it.
You can't find the mute button?
Mm-mm.
How about the volume button? Nothing?
No.
Struggling.
Well,
Struggle bus
I got
over there.
it now. There was a little add-on that was kind of blocking it. All right.
But I do look at people and think they're guilty. I mean, I look at that judge and that's a guilty. That dude like looks like, you know what I'm saying? Or, dude, P. Diddy, 1,000 bottles of baby oil, dude. If he had 40, he should go to jail. 1,000?
He was a little ashy. That's all.
1,000?
You're just ashy.
Dude, if you walk in and he got 40 bottles, that's guilty. I don't care.
But what, guilty of what?
Something. Dude, that ain't right. Something ain't right about that shit. 1,000 bottles?
Ah, shit, man. You don't buy baby oil?
Not I mean, goddamn, dude.
Hey.
1,000 bottles?
Man, mind your business. You don't know you don't know what
I can't believe, like 1,000 bottles.
Man.
And then, did you see there's a video that resurfaced? It was on a podcast. It's
somebody's volume's on and it ain't mine.
It ain't me, bud. I don't have volume over here at all. None. It's definitely you.
Oh, it's over there.
Oh, is there something on over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That might be. Wonder what's on over there. I don't think it's coming through anyways. So there's a video that resurfaced, and this video is.
You got it? You got it?
I do have a video. I do have it. I got to find it though. I thought I put it up over here, but I don't see it. So maybe I did here. Maybe this is it. What is this? Let me see here.
Police say a Tesla exploded like a bomb after hitting a curb.
5 hours after the 9 a.m. crash.
We'll talk about that
Where
in
it
a
hit the
minute.
curb and blew up? Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, it exploded. Like worse than like a gas one would, right? That's let me see if I can find my damn Gmail. So so this video resurfaced. It's Diddy on a podcast. Okay? It's freaking wild. I mean, it's you know what? I know I have it right here. I don't know if I sent it to myself or not. I don't think I did. Doesn't look like I did. But I had it right here. Let me see. Nope, it ain't coming. So, anyways, but this video, he's in this podcast, and they said, "Did you know what you said last night?" And he's like,
Oh, yeah, I seen that one.
"You seen it?"
Yesterday, yeah.
And what did he say?
He said he was drunk or something. He don't remember. What,
Daddy, I like it when you
Well,
scuff and scrape it. That's what he said. I love it when you scuff and scrape shit.
Mm-mm.
That's what he said. Daddy, I love the way you scuff and scrape shit. They played the video, and he just was sitting there quiet like, what does that mean?
I don't know.
It sounds like he didn't have enough baby oil.
See? So he gets some. You complain about he gets some.
Dude, what the fuck? 1,000 bottles? Yeah, I mean, honestly, dude, if you had 20 bottles of baby oil in your house, I would never come to your house again. I'd probably quit talking to you.
How you know what I got?
If you had 20, if I came in your house and seen 20 bottles of baby oil, if I saw more than 5, 1,000? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Hey, don't be judgy. See, you don't know what it was for.
Is it? You think maybe he had like a girlfriend that was one of those extreme coupon shoppers?
Hey,
No?
hey, maybe. Never know.
Dude, that's fucking insane. 1,000? You're guilty. Oh, well, I don't care. Whatever it was, he's guilty of it.
Really judgy today. I
Yeah,
don't know what it is.
yeah. I mean, 1,000 bottles, that's guilt. Oh, well. That you're guilty of something. Ain't nobody got 1,000 bottles of baby oil that ain't guilty of
See,
something.
you just lied.
Huh?
Oh, no, okay.
I lied?
No, you said, ain't nobody. Oh, never mind. Quit being judgy, man. You're being really judgy today.
Dude, that Diddy shit. I don't even understand like how far it's gonna go. They're saying like they're saying it. There's like it's gonna go bad. Like it's. I even seen a thing that said they raided somebody's house, but I think it's bullshit because I couldn't find anything else on it.
Here's the thing. There was they said who raided his house was Homeland Security.
Yeah, I saw that too. Why would Homeland Security be in your house like that? Unless you're like, shouldn't that be only with like terrorism and stuff like that?
I don't know. It's probably to get shit out of the house that they didn't want nobody else to see.
Yeah, I mean, why would Homeland? I seen that too. It said Homeland Security. I go,
yeah, there was
the
like,
fuck
why
is
would
Homeland Security?
Homeland Security be involved in that?
Yeah, I can't figure that out. Bill McCoy says he has plenty to say about this.
About what?
He said he don't want to get banned. Go for it, Bill. We ain't getting banned. We don't ban nobody. No, there's something wrong with that dude, man. That 1,000 bottles, I don't care, dude. That's like
okay, but like I said, Homeland Security takes and goes to his house and stuff. It's not.
Are you trying to say Homeland Security planted 1,000 bottles?
It might be.
It's almost genius.
Conspiracy.
It don't even matter what he did. Like, it don't even matter what he did. After you hear 1,000 bottles and I'm a juror, you're fucked, dude. I don't care what they said you did. You had 1,000 bottles of baby oil, you did it.
No, they just accidentally delivered it there. So he was like, fuck it, it's free baby oil.
I mean, that's just like, I can't even fathom why you would have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Like,
you don't have the action he gets. If you did, you'd be like, man, I need about 2,000 of it.
I never used baby oil for action in my life.
Maybe you're missing out on something.
I guess I am, maybe.
Because if somebody's going to spend 1,000 or
oh, maybe he was having big oil wrestling things.
Yeah, you never
like
know.
you could get like oiled up and wrestle and shit.
Maybe they had one of the baby swimming pools.
Guilty.
Filled it up. No, there was going to be 3 parties.
It wasn't a baby pool, motherfucker. That was an in-ground pool. He might have filled the in-ground pool with baby oil.
All right, let's get off the baby oil.
Man, I hit a nerve. I wonder how many bottles you have.
Don't come to my house. You'll never come back.
Oh. No, I mean, so how does that work now, though? Because they won't even give him his bond either, which was like $50 million. Because he's going to dip if they let him out, right? Or no?
Fuck yeah.
They said he's on suicide watch, too.
Yeah, because he's going to disappear like the other dude, Epstein.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they say, they don't think he did that either. But it's like, if I was Epstein, I'd do it. I'd kill myself. I wouldn't fucking live that life.
Yeah, but he had fucking leverage. So does Puff. Depends who he's got on some of them tapes.
Yeah, he can't got access to that shit, though, now.
You don't think he got copies all over?
He might,
Insurance?
but people are starting to distance themselves from that shit.
Don't matter. They're
Who's going to help him out?
They're going to help him out.
Who?
The ones he got on them tapes.
Not if they're on them tape. They'll be like, sorry, Puff, see ya. That's what you get for recording me, asshole. Mm-hmm. I don't know, dude. I don't think who's going to help him out. You get like that, people start distancing. Even they did that interview with what's his name? What is his name? Comer? I don't know. The one that came out and had the big. I can't think of his name. He's the one that was he came out and did the thing and said the release and said to Trump, that if I was him, I wouldn't stand like I think he used to be like the governor of New York, Combs or whatever, Combs. I forget his name. Anyways, he did an interview with one of Puffy's like oldest friends, dude, and he's like, he never said. He did kind of say he never seen anything going on, but he also like he goes, I never really was like I guess privy to that stuff, but the way we have to move forward. He says everybody has to change and do different things, do different when you get big and make it success. So clearly, he's saying he was doing it, right? I mean, and what's with the J-Lo thing? Like J-Lo like was involved in a murder that Puffy did, and then that's what they're saying. They're saying she was involved in it, and then they're saying that she's
so
involved in some other shit, and they're saying it's crazy. Alleged. It's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm just talking about.
What's coming out, what you're hearing.
Yeah, the shit I'm here. I don't know shit. I mean, that world ain't nothing I'm involved in, thank God. Jesus.
You know why? Because you don't have enough baby oil.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Or maybe not a nice enough ass for P. Diddy. I've never been so happy to not have cakes. No, it's crazy. It's wild, and it's the thing as I was telling you too, like because I was read that book, that Chaos, and that shit was going on then, like in the like shit. Just it's like this is just Hollywood. It's been doing this for 60 fucking years.
We're looking at it like, oh no, that shit's been going on.
60
years,
it's
still going on. Somebody else is doing it somewhere else, or has been doing it before him, and all that shit. It's not new.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. That's just I don't know. It's bizarre. And then you see that the Kid Rock and all them doing all their like interviews, like what's his Tucker Carlson. They're making fun of him. Like everybody knows this shit's going on. Like it wasn't no secret. And then
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Cat Williams said that in 2004. He was saying that
remember Kevin Hart had that little clip where him, Usher, and Puffy was in there, and he said something about the bed, and he's like, "I ain't in bed." You know what?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
This was a video, and Kevin Hart's like, I'm not getting in this bed.
Yeah, something about like we shouldn't have in the background or something, playing around, just joking and shit.
Oh, I thought I saw something where Kevin Hart was making out with Will Smith or something in one of the videos or something. I thought that's what I saw.
This shit's getting so crazy.
I mean, but you don't know it's AI. I mean, you don't know what AI is showing you. They can make up whatever they want at this point. But damn, I mean,
that one with Trump running with them cats was pretty funny.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those. There's a bunch. There's him in the plane with all his cats. There's him with the boat with all his cats.
That shit's funny.
That's hilarious. But somebody who was I think it was Tucker Carlson said that PETA should come out and support Trump right now. He's the only candidate supporting don't eat animals. Oh, that shit's too much. He doesn't. They don't want him to come down there to Springfield.
Trump.
The mayor, yeah.
Oh.
Trump said he was going to come visit there, and the mayor's like our resources are at its max. We don't need that.
Right.
In our. You know, he's not saying we don't support Trump. He's saying we're not saying that, but right now you would just do more harm than good to our resources at the time, you know.
Yeah.
So that's crazy shit. Trump. Yeah. So did you see the video of Kamala yesterday?
Which one?
The drunk one?
No.
You haven't seen it?
Is it real?
I think it is. I think.
You just said AI could make it look like anything.
No, this is a real podium, but I don't know if she's drunk or not. Is what I don't know is real.
On the other side of my, you know, the other folks, Trump and his running mate, and they'll talk about, oh well, yeah, but I do believe in the exception to save the mother's life. Okay, all right, let's break that down, shall we? Let's break that down. Let's break that down. Action, you know.
What do you think about that? Does she sound drunk to you?
She doesn't sound right. I don't know if she's drunk.
Yeah, she definitely don't have the confidence she has on a stage when she was in the debate. Definitely. Something's going on.
What else? The one where I was talking about, she was like, they're trying to blame him for that girl.
That's the same one.
Yeah.
She said that on that one.
Yeah.
Was she slurring then too?
See, I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that. But
I have to check that out. I have to see if she was slurring.
It looked like it was slowed down a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You think so? There's about 30 different ones out there that from different people.
Like it was slowed down to me.
I don't disagree that she seemed slow in that video.
I'm talking about the video. It was slowed down.
Her brain was slowed down.
It made her look like she was slurring, but it was just slowed down, I think. And that's my opinion.
That's like the fourth time they've showed her where she looks drunk though.
She's probably tired, man. She's running her ass off trying to beat Trump.
Trump's running his ass off 24/7.
I know, I'm carrying all them cats.
It's yeah. I don't know. Like if you were like, if you had to debate Trump, okay,
I'd win.
You'd win.
I just push his buttons.
That's all you would do. You'd push his button.
I wouldn't have not one plan. I just push his buttons.
All right, let's do a mock-up. We're gonna do a mock-up right now. No, we're gonna do a mock-up.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah. No. You got to be ready. You got to be on the fly. You're gonna be running for president. You got to be on the fly. You got to be ready. Okay. Now, Trump says that the border walls are bad, you know, because of you and Biden's policies. What would you do to correct those policies?
Well, I was in a middle class family. And your campaigns suck. I'd win right there.
That's it. Yeah, there you go. You got the same. You're running the same playbook she is.
Hey, it works.
Is it gonna work though? I don't know. I really don't know how it's. I really don't. I don't know.
Listen, everybody. I don't know. This whole thing is so crazy.
The thing is, this is the problem for people like myself and you to some degree. I mean, you're not 100% as bad as I am, but I think that the problem is that middle town Americans, like the Americans that are out there that still believe in traditional family values. You know what I mean? Like a man and a
They're
wife,
getting smashed.
and they have a kid and this and that. That's what we believe America is about, but it's not what America is about. It is, in our opinion.
In our opinion.
But America is about the people. And the people don't have the families like that anymore.
Yeah.
They just don't. So then once that happens, you know, your good old-fashioned values are going to go out the window because that's not what the people are. So you really don't know how it's going to end up because Trump he's appealing to hardworking middle-class families for sure. He's definitely got the working man's vote. Most of the unions, even the Teamsters, like they said, 60% win. I know one carpenter-wise that I know, probably 90% of the ones I know anyways are going to go Trump. I just don't know union workers, and that was always, they went Democrat every time. So how they win that without it, I don't know. But I do say that there is a swing going on because there is a lack of good old-fashioned family values, I think.
Well, that's what you just said, old-fashioned. So times have changed.
People changed. The system has changed. I mean, but you see it because we all want it. Because this is the problem in America, in my opinion. A quick synopsis, and it's not the whole problem, but it's a large part of the problem is everybody in America wants a good father at home. But not too many want to be a good father at home. And that's the biggest problem, in my opinion. No? You don't think so?
Maybe 40 years ago. That ain't how it is now. People ain't looking like that.
Every kid doesn't want a good father at home?
Maybe not.
Why wouldn't you?
Maybe they don't have nothing to compare it to. You know what I'm saying? They never had it.
You still miss it.
How would you miss it if you never had it?
Because you see it on TV, on the Cosbys.
No, the Cosby Show ain't even on no more. And that's another thing. the shows they got on TV ain't even like that no more. Where's a good family valued TV show now? I don't know.
I don't watch TV shows.
Me either,
anymore.
but I'm saying that I don't.
Are there TV shows on now?
Yeah,
Like,
I guess, I don't know.
is there any
I don't
family
watch
shows
TV.
like that anymore?
That's what I'm
like
saying.
sitcoms or anything? I don't know. I don't watch anything like that at all.
For all I know, there'd be new shows out saying two fathers. I don't know.
I wouldn't know either. I have
But I'm
no
just
idea.
saying, you're saying they'd miss it, but they never had it to miss. How are they going to miss it?
I don't know. I think you do anyways. I think so. I mean, I grew up without a father in the house. I mean, I knew my father well enough, though. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but that's
he
a
was
whole different
involved
thing.
in my life to some degree.
Yeah, but you knew you had a father. But I'm saying you're saying like now people are missing that. They never had it to miss it. You can't miss something you never had.
Yeah, but if you got a father at home and he's a piece of shit, you realize he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So there's other ways to live. So you're just talking of the avoidance. I'm talking about being a good father, period. That's what I'm talking about. The absence of being like the men don't want to be good fathers, period. But yet they want a good father, or people want a good father, is what I'm saying. And it causes problems and issues. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
I think our military is going to end up carrying purses and lipstick. It's just crazy.
Purses and lipstick
Yeah, just weird.
because of the gays in the military.
All over.
Don't ask, don't tell is over, man. You're allowed to just come in now.
Yep.
Remember when they did that? They were uproared. They were pissed off. Don't ask, don't tell. Remember
Mm-hmm.
that whole thing?
I remember that.
Isn't that like the same thing it was anyways? You just didn't tell, right? I mean,
It was called closet. It was just called something different. That's all it was.
Stay in the closet. That was the stay in the closet policy. Remember that?
Yeah,
It was a big deal. Like, that was huge, dude. That was so big.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like just yesterday to me. I mean, I'm young enough that it does, dude. It doesn't seem like it was
We're
that long
old.
ago. It really doesn't. Like, the way things all that changed. Like, I remember like when the whole thing came out with a girl was kissing another girl on TV, and it was a big deal in one of the TV shows. And I remember I was appalled, honestly. I didn't want my daughters to see that on television.
Well,
I had no way for this to be on middle.
that's then. This is now. Like, that's how world's going to that. Doesn't matter.
And that's what I'm saying. That's my point. My point is that, yeah, that was my point. And in America, the people that are saying America ain't what it used to be, and they want this and they want that. But the problem is
You can't
America
go back.
has to be the people's. And if the people are different, then America's going to be different.
You can't
Doesn't
go-
mean it's going to be a good America, though, if they do that.
Well, just think. 30, 40 years ago, you say automatically when somebody said, "What's the best country in the world?" Where would they say?
In America, we said America. I don't know if other countries said that. I never was around
Now
them.
people go, now they think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Before there
to
was
some
no,
degree.
no thoughts. It was just automatically it was America.
There's still so many, like, freaking, there's so much. There's a lot of good in America, but it's all in those rural areas. The changes are happening in those, those
I
big.
wonder what's making all these changes. Like, why? Why are all these, like, it's so dramatic. It's not even, like, slowly. It's dramatic.
Yeah, it's very dramatic. Yeah, it's very dramatic. The changes, I don't know. I don't know what could maybe making them go so fast. Like, why are we in such a hurry to, like, change everything from how it was?
I don't know, but it's not, like I said, it's not a dramatic, slow change. It's so dramatic.
It's like okay. Good morning, Brian. It's like that Tim Walz. Okay, let's just pick Tim Walz just because. His policy is that he wants these young kids to be able to make their decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gender affirmed or whatever they call it, I guess. Gender affirmation. Yeah, that's what they call it, gender affirm. So his thing is that once a kid affirms their gender to the parents, if the parents don't agree with it, that the state should take over the kid and allow that kid to get any surgeries or anything it needs to, blockers, whatever, to change its, which to me, I was always under the impression that they never tell you what you can do with your kids. That's how I always thought. Like the government can't tell you how to, you know what I mean, raise your kids. And I thought you had some sort of religious protections, like, you know, if that was part of your religion, you know, they can't mess with you. You know what I mean? I always thought, anyways.
I don't understand all that.
I don't either. But that's his whole thing. That's the whole thing why they talk about him and the whole thing. He voted so that in Wisconsin, and it's happened, they can take your child from you if you don't affirm the same gender the child wants to change its gender. They can actually take your rights away from you, from your child.
Yeah, I know. And I just think none of that should be applied until you're 18 or older.
Well, the argument for these guys is that by then it's too late. That's their argument, is like if they don't get the estrogen in you early, that you develop all the things. They want to put the blockers in so that you can, you know what I mean, and start changing you completely. And I don't think they're right. I agree. I mean, if you can't decide whether or not you can smoke or drink beer, you certainly shouldn't be allowed to decide that you're something different than what God made you. I 100% agree with you. I'm not saying, but my point is that when you look at a guy like Tim Walz, when he thinks that and he's trying to put out those for his kids, but I guarantee he had a better father than that at home. You know what I'm saying? Like his father wouldn't have allowed him to do that. Is that probably what it is? Like he felt like a girl and his dad was like, no, fuck you, act like a man.
I don't know. That's why I said the changes are so dramatic and so fast, and everybody's trying to push their agendas or whatever. I don't know. I just don't understand today's age, you know, today's time.
I was talking with Troy we did that Level podcast. It didn't come out, the recording, for whatever reason, right at the end popped up and told me it was bad. Like it popped up and then it was gone.
That's a sign.
And I got it to come up. So I got it to come up, but it's like so choppy and bad you can't use it because like whatever software that was that fixed it. I'm sure there's somebody out there that knows how to actually fix it.
What's Troy?
Pastor.
Oh.
Pastor.
That's what I said. It must have been a sign.
It must have been a sign. He says that we need to bring back bullying, though.
Huh?
That's what he says. I think he's right.
Bullying?
Bullying. That's what you need, more bullying.
It was a good sign.
Here's the argument to it. And here's a perfect example, okay? We're 13 years old. We're in school. Say it's me, you, Troy, Ricky Gills.
Go ahead.
Ricky Gills comes in and tells us, from now on, he's a cat. He's got cat hairs on. And from now on, we're supposed to tell him.
Meow.
Yeah, we're supposed to treat him like a cat. What would we have done?
I don't know, sick the dog out of him.
We'd have been like, look, Ricky's a cat. Look, meow, meow. We'd have fucked with them, right?
Yeah.
And he wouldn't have done that dumb shit. He's right. It does need a little bit of bullying because your friends have to straighten you out. If your friends don't fix you when you tell them you're a cat, they're not your friends. Right. That's what I'm saying. If they're not, so he's right. To some degree, he's right. That is kind of what you need. These kids are coming in. For one, I think they're lacking friends because they're so like socially like doing everything on the internet rather than doing it in their classrooms or
right.
You know, like we did in a neighborhood, or like Dylan does that too. But you need those friends to tell you when your parents don't, or when you're doing shit. Because you don't come in and say you're a cat to your parents. You don't do that.
All right.
You know what I mean? You come out, you could try and pull that shit with your friends first. If they let that go on, you probably just keep rolling with it. Like, everybody needs to affirm this. Like, fuck you, dude. No. You know what I mean?
I don't. You know what?
I think he's right. I think he's right.
None of that has nothing to do with me. I stay away from all that stupid shit. I go to work, and I deal with stupid shit there, and then I go home.
But in high school, you would have picked on the kid that came in and said he was a cat.
I probably wouldn't have.
Yes, you would have.
I'd have just looked at him and been like this.
If it was one of your friends.
he wouldn't be my friend no more. Fuck that. I'm like, you go be a cat somewhere else. Get away from me. That's how I'm just like that. I'm like, get the hell away from me. I'm not dealing with that shit.
I get what he's saying. I think he's right to some degree. I think there's I guess what it is you can't just come and say stupid shit and everybody has to accept it. That's I guess what he's saying, and I think I agree with that.
I agree with that. You shouldn't be.
Your friend should be there.
You shouldn't force a person to be. How would you say delusional?
Right. That's what you're doing. You're asking them to be delusional. You're right.
Yeah, you're asking the whole country to be delusional.
And that's what's going on, and everybody's going, "Oh yeah, that's what they are. That's what they are." That's not what they are.
We're gonna get backlash on this one.
I don't care. I mean that's the problem because everybody's scared to death to say it, dude. That's fucking common sense shit. Common sense. You just said it. We're gonna get backlash for saying the obvious shit. Like you just said obvious shit, and now we're going to get backlash for it. Like, really? I mean, that's just ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's like, and it'll probably, this is one that Amanda's brother, Joey, when he came to stay at the house and he was
he a cat?
No, he wasn't a cat. But he come to stay at the house the one time. And when he got there, he was, wasn't working or anything like that. And he had just moved back from Detroit, I think, or something. So he's staying at the house or whatever. And he gets a job. And I said, welcome to being a productive member of society. Pissed him off to no end. Like, he was like, what do you mean I wasn't a productive? Fuck no, you're not. What delusional world do you think if you're not working or earning and taking care of yourself, are you a productive member of society? You're nothing to society but a sponge at that point. And he didn't get that. I think he does today. I think today he understands that today. But at that time, being young, he didn't get that. Like, he was offended. Like, how could you say that? Somebody has to tell you so that you understand that you understand that you weren't a productive member of society. I wasn't even saying it to be mean. I was being nice,
patting
I thought.
Patting him on his back. Good job.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. That's what I thought I was doing, but it turned out it offended him. But, I mean, I'm not saying he came in and said he was a cat, but, I mean, it's the same thing.
He's kind of bullying him.
No, the bullyingest I did was he got it. Because he was always, you know how he worked out and all that stuff constantly. He was doing his push, always in shape. Kratom, yeah, he was doing a kratom. There's like a whole thing going on with his kratom. I forget what it was.
It made him bald.
I know. Well, there was that. There was that going on, but I think he was going bald regardless of the kratom. But no, I think that if I remember right, I think Amanda said it's like hurting his back or some shit. But he doesn't want his woman to know because he just quit taking it because he was in so much pain from it. But he said that he don't want her to know that it caused him any problems or something.
Well, but, she knows now.
Yeah, no, she don't listen. She don't give a shit about me. They're in Florida. She don't care. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that it requires somebody to tell you the truth is what I'm saying. Like it.
Oh yeah.
And the bullying. The one time I did bully him, he was getting big. He was getting huge. I don't know what happened, but he was big. And he come over to one day, and this was after all that, like working out and all that stuff where he was doing. And he comes over the one day, and he's a big boy, man. I mean, I couldn't believe how big he was. He was like probably as big as I was before I lost my weight just now. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. I couldn't believe it. I didn't mean to be mean about it, but I was like, walk out. What the fuck? You know what I mean? But he went immediately on a diet, started running again and all that stuff. And now he's back in shape again.
He was so skinny, tall. His feet look like this.
Yeah, he's got the like he
like Ronald
hates
McDonald.
that. He hates that too. Yeah, because he shows me like, look, my knees are straight, but his feet are going out like that. And he hates it. He does hate that for sure. But I didn't bully him about it.
Yeah, you did.
Like you did just now.
He don't watch this.
He really doesn't. We had one listen and kissing me one time because Amanda gave him shit about it, and then that was it. And then he never listened again. I think he might see our TikTok reels when they go. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I was at Marsh Heavy Equipment yesterday.
Marsh Heavy Equipment?
Yeah, I was running a skidster.
One of his skidsters?
Oh, yeah, they're nice.
It was nice?
Real nice.
What do you mean by, like, what made it nice? What makes it better than, like, if I went, like, because you always go to the other place.
I go to all the places.
Yeah. So what do you think made it better?
They ain't wore the hell out.
It ain't wore out?
It's brand new. What?
He said we're low this morning. We're real low this morning.
Who?
That's what Brian just told me. I don't know why we would be low.
Probably all that baby oil you got around here.
Oh, this shit's aggravating. I need like somebody that does like all this, like, you know, for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what was the difference in it anyway?
It's brand new.
It's just brand new. That's it.
Yeah. I've rented a excavator one time. Damn. The track tire just came off. You know what I'm saying? And you're looking at it. They don't have the bolt in there holding it. And I'm like, oh, my God. So you're in the middle of a job. Shit's broke down. So to have brand new equipment available, that's nice. Real nice.
I wonder why we're low. It's got me stressed out. But I think he's always saying that he has more like options than the other ones too, though, is what he's saying. Is that wrong?
I don't know about that. I don't know what you mean by options.
Like he's saying like
attachments?
Well, like it's like the top of the line, basically.
Oh, yeah.
He says
they are top of the line.
That's what he said. Like he uses the top. He gets only the top of the line equipment with the AC and the automatic connects and all that stuff like that.
The other ones do too, but
do they?
Yeah, they got automatic connects. You ain't wrenching them on and all that bullshit. It's a rental place. They're not gonna spend the time to do that. So they're quick connects and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, he's saying like you could do it from inside the cab though.
Yeah, that's just that lock thing. It's nice.
And everybody has that?
Not everybody, but most of them do, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you. I was confused. I thought that was something different, spectacular that only he had.
No, they're nice. They're real nice. Like, just beat up stuff that you're renting and you're paying top dollar for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, it'll do the job, but it's not comfortable.
We have a visitor today. Somebody you haven't seen in a long time.
Oh, God.
You ready? You ready for it?
Don't do that.
It's your hair.
Yeah, I was drunk.
Oh, I got this picture and I was like, oh, that's gold.
Yeah, that was my drunk days.
You miss your hair?
No.
You don't miss your hair?
No, I got a good head. I'm cool.
I think you look better without it, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm good. Most people had to go get hair plugs and shit. I ain't doing that. I'm good.
Yeah, some of the people that have hair plugs, it looks all right. And some people, it's like really bad. You know what I mean? Some people it looks okay though. Some people it's like whatever.
Well, it's nice right here, and then they don't really know their back is bald still.
Well, that was another. Speak of Joey, that was something he hated whenever he saw himself on the cams, like in the restaurant for the first time.
Oh, you see the back of his head?
Yeah, because he had never seen it before, dude. And he's like, "What the fuck?" He didn't know.
That's
know
when
what I
he
mean?
stopped doing that Creedom shit.
Yeah, I think so. It might have had something to do with it. Yeah, he definitely. So this is that TikTok. This is the one I was going to show, the TikTok with the.
Police say a Tesla exploded like a bomb after hitting a curb.
5 hours after the 9 a.m. crash, what was left of this Tesla was taken away on a flatbed, and crews prepared to board up the apartments severely damaged in the crash and fire.
My son's room is the room that was completely blown out.
Police say 2 women were in a Tesla that suddenly hit a curb, then a tree, before smashing into 295 Battle Avenue. First responders used a tow line to pull the flaming car to the street.
They pulled it away from the building with the police truck, and they continued hosing it down. It was still smoking hot.
These electric vehicles, the electrical fires are very, very difficult to put out.
Public Safety Commissioner David Chong says after the Tesla was removed from the building, it exploded. Late Monday, White Plains police identified the deceased, 2 women from nearby Hartsdale. The driver, 70-year-old Millie Sheehan. The passenger, a relative, 36-year-old Diana Sheehan.
Now, why is it that an electric vehicle burns that much stronger than a gasoline one? I don't get it.
I don't know.
What's so flammable in them? That's crazy. I mean, and it just hit a curb and that happened?
I don't know.
I mean, if that was the case, Amanda be wrecking a lot of them, burning them up. No, I'm just kidding. She don't hit curbs. I probably hit more than she does, honestly. Oh, that's funny. Brian, did you see Brian, what Brian just said?
Yeah.
His cousin said I found something you lost. I should have done that. That's pretty good.
So, what, he deleted it or something? Because it's like,
he said it was his 6-pack.
no, yeah, but I'm saying it looks deleted or something.
I unhid it now. Yeah, it was hidden because damn, he said the word damn. Automatic, like anytime. So if anybody ever wants to comment on anything with Madhouse Bar and Grill, if you cuss in it at all, it will automatically hide it because it is a professional page and restaurant, and you get some people that say weird shit that's too much. So the cussing is a good way to block it out and make sure that it doesn't, you know what I mean, get to that level of, you know, on what could end up on the page or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so you want a Tesla?
No.
It's scary shit, dude. Did you see that thing just from hitting a curb?
Well, they said a lot of that stuff was going on before, and they just kind of blocking it and stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, don't, like, making, like that. That was just national, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, there was like something like they were blocking the news things about all the Teslas and shit, all the problems with them and stuff. They was keeping it under low key.
Yeah, they want to do censorship. That's what Kamala was saying. Like, she thought that, like, you can't just say whatever you want. They need to start censoring it. And it's weird because that was the Democratic part. Like, that's why, like, Rover from Rover's Morning Glory, that's why he sponsored. That's his whole thing with Democrats, is that he, you know, they're for free speech, and that, you know, is where his bet is supposed to be. But it don't feel like that's the case anymore. I think it's all switching. I think the whole compass is changing. You know what I mean? Like, right now used to be Democrats were your union, working man, and environmentalist. You know what I'm saying? And free speech was always involved in that. And now all of a sudden it's switched. I mean, Trump has Bobby Kennedy going to go in his cabinet. Bobby Kennedy is the most environmental, like, guy there is. Like, that's like, he's a tree hugger 100%. You know what I mean? That's his whole thing. Like, he's actually sued Trump for different things, like for his businesses, like runoff and stuff like that from one of his golf courses and things like that. I mean, he's an environmentalist. That's his whole thing. He wants the environment right, and he wants your whole thing with the drugs, you know what I mean? Like a healthy America, basically, and getting all the shit out of there. And the working class is for Trump too. So now, I mean, it's like the whole thing flip-flopped. Literally, where you were for Clinton, if you keep the same mindset, you'd vote for Trump right now. And Trump, by the way, was supporting the Clinton ticket too. It's crazy. It's pretty wild to me. It's absolutely wild to me.
Politics are screwed up now.
They're like, yeah, there's like, well, I think that they've redefined them. Like, I think they've just been redefined, period. I think that's just what happened. They just want to tell you that like Trump's racist and all these things that they say, but like his history doesn't say that he's racist, you know? And I was watching that whole thing too with, you know, she brought it up in the debate. Biden brought it up too in his debate with him, where he says, there's good people on both sides of the aisle or on both sides of it. Have you ever seen that whole interview, or you've only ever seen that tape of it, right? Where he says there's good people on both sides. They never show the next sentence. He says, I'm not saying there's good neo-Nazis. And they never, that's all cut out. Yeah. And they both are saying it. Like, it's like, that's what he said. And that's not what he said at all. It's not what he said even I mean, he, right away, as soon as he was done talking, he goes, or as soon as he said that clip that they show you, he says, I'm not saying that there's good neo-Nazis and things like that. It's wild, dude. It's like and how does that not? Why doesn't slander exist anymore?
Well, if they just cut it out, that ain't slander. They just misled you a little.
But it feels like there's been some slandering, right?
Oh yeah, both sides though.
Really?
Like, you know how when you just said she was drunk.
I said she looks like she's drunk, and in all fairness, I said it about Christy Capel too last week. Yeah. You know what I mean? They look drunk. I'm going to call it. If it looks like a duck and walks like a duck, I'm going to say it's a duck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's
not
just
true no more. Everything's changed. And you know why? It might look like a woman, but it might not be a woman.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, they can keep running that same narrative. Like, they just keep wanting to push that. Like, oh, Trump is.
Well,
and he spent his whole life in the hip hop community. Doesn't make sense.
He was a break dancer. I don't know.
You almost won my vote. I was like, damn, me and Trump with some cardboard.
Leftover linoleum. Take it out.
Did you? So the Tucker Carlson Kid Rock interview came out yesterday, because Tucker Carlson's doing this thing where he's traveling around the U.S. and he's doing these live on stage podcasts where he has a guest at each one, and he's had some good. He had Bobby Kennedy on there, and he just had Kid Rock on there. Kid Rock was telling a story of when he went and met Trump at the White House and had dinner with him, like right when he got in office, and he said they go in and he's washing his hands. He said some weird little place they're like washing their hands before dinner, sharing a bar of soap with Trump, basically, in this little sink washing their hands.
Did he drop it?
No, he didn't drop the soap. But he said, Trump says, come here. He goes, you want to see this? And he's like showing him this room. And he said in the room there was, I forget what he said, like maybe a picture of George Washington and this and that or whatever it is. He says, Trump goes, you know what room this is? And Kid Rock goes, no, sir. He goes, this is the Lewinsky room.
They said Kid Rock got a house that looks like the White House, but bigger.
Yeah, he put it, well, I don't know if the whole house does, but I think like it's on his property. Like he built a small version of the White House on his property. No, it's not bigger, I don't think. No.
I think it's bigger.
I've seen it. I've seen the picture of it. In fact, we could probably Google it right now. We could Google it right now. We'll do that, right?
Brian said he's seen it.
Huh?
Brian said he's seen it. What'd you see?
It's bigger though. It's not bigger though, right?
I thought it was bigger.
I don't think so. We could check real quick. We'll do what do we put in there? Kid Rocks. See, this is why we need like a tech guy to do all this shit, so we could just be on the air and doing our shit, you know. Kids Rocks White House. Right? That should do it. Kid Rock's White House. Here it is right here. There it is. So there it is. That's not bigger. It's not bigger.
How do you know?
'Cause you're looking at it, dude. It's not even close to bigger.
Zoom in on that door.
It's not bigger. There's no way. It's not bigger. It's just not. There's no like wing off to this side. There's no west wing or east wing. Maybe the center. I don't even think the center's bigger. And I don't even think that's like not his house. I think it's his house, but
that's his guest house or something.
Yeah, I think that it's like on his property. One of his houses, like on his property, I believe. I believe so.
Who cares if it's bigger or not?
It's still cool as shit. Yeah, it's cool as shit, but it's definitely not bigger. I don't know. You said it was bigger. I just called you out on it. What do you want me to do?
Oops, I was wrong. Sorry. Shoot me. Off with his head.
What did you say? Say it again. Say it again. Say it
That'll
again.
Never happen.
Do it. Say it.
Why people get so mad when I ain't wrong? I don't get it. They want me to be wrong.
That freaking Dad, that she's running that same narrative too, like that whole Kamala thing, what you did earlier, your little joke thing that you were doing. Dude, she's doing the same thing over and over, the same exact. I don't even know. Like, there's no way. 27,000? That's 27,000 square feet.
Half the size, basically.
Yeah, half the size, I guess. Brian's our editor. Brian should just come in and be our editor.
Every Sunday. You ready?
You ready, Brian? No more days off for you. No, she keeps running the same speech. She did that thing with Oprah. Did you see Oprah's interview?
Yeah.
I heard too a thing, and I don't know how true it is.
Here we go.
I just heard it. I didn't see it, and I was looking for the video. I went looking long and hard, and I could not find it. Supposedly, Oprah had the mic still on and didn't realize it. That's what I heard. Now, and I didn't see it. I can't find it. I'm going to say it anyway.
Allegedly. Say allegedly.
It says that she left the mic on and it said, "Oh, my God, I hope this woman doesn't become president."
That's probably bullshit.
That's what I heard. I don't know. I didn't see it. I can't say.
Bullshit.
That's what I heard. It's just what I heard. I don't know. It's just what I heard. I just can report what I've heard. That's it. But I don't know, man. That whole thing with her not answering her questions and then repeating stuff. And then what about that picture I sent you, the one with Kamala? Did I send you that one? I think I did.
Probably. What?
The one where she has the air bandage on. Dude, I was fucking dying when I seen that one.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. Jeez.
She is. She's copying everything he's doing, dude. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
The ear bandage, that would be the best ever. Like, she freaking, yeah, that would be the best.
Did you see the one where you sent me that one. Where they took Montel Williams' head off and put
P. Diddy, yeah. where he's got both of them with him.
That's funny shit.
Yeah. I posted that on our TikTok. I posted Diddy with real pictures with Diddy with different people, like multiple ones.
Then you put that one in.
But that was one of them, and they freaking and I didn't even do it, but it gave me a
little warning.
Oh yeah, they like freaking blocked it, and they gave me a warning on it. It says community guidelines violations because of that picture. Is the only thing I could think, but the rest of them were legit pictures. I mean, how do I know what it is? You know what I mean? I just went by a picture that was on the internet.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know?
You got grounded.
I got grounded. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people think that Stephen A. Smith thinks that she's going to win too, even though he's a Trumper. He thinks she's going to win. Same with you. You think she's going to win too, you said. I don't know, man. That's scary to me if she wins. Like what that looks like. You know? I don't know. Maybe it don't look as bad as I think.
Do you notice how horrible people look when they're in office now? Like, just from
the way they age?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, she looks...
Yeah, 4 years?
3-4 years ago, she looked pretty. She's a pretty good woman. She looked old. But she just got old overnight.
Yeah, do you know the only one that hasn't really aged like that was Trump? Trump he didn't age in office. He looks exactly the same. He looked old when he came in, old when he left. But he didn't change. He didn't age.
Obama got skinny.
Obama got real bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He aged horribly.
He looked really good.
But it was 8 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 8 years. That makes a difference.
But he looked, like he aged him fast. That's all I'm saying.
I think Bush looked like he aged, but not as bad as Obama did. Clinton looked like he aged, but not as bad as Obama either. Obama was probably the worst of them all. Maybe. Joe Biden's, I'm not sure.
That's not him.
He completely changed, man. I don't know. I don't know because we didn't see him before he got elected. We never really seen him out and about. You know what I mean? That was the whole thing behind his campaign that everybody bitches about. He like stayed in his basement and then won. You know, I had some numbers too. I was looking at. Let me find that too. I wanted to talk about that. So we were talking about that the notes or whatever on the amount of votes that went out. I mean, like how many votes, like how it was so extreme from one end to the next, and it went up I think for Obama's like maybe 10,000 total votes in the country. And then for the next election, when Trump beat Hillary, it was about the same. It didn't really go up. But when Trump went against Biden, it jumped up like, for the whole country, like 35 million votes it went up. 35 million more people voted. So this is why people don't really believe that, you know what I mean, that the voting is true, because there was all these extra votes that took place. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That just like are there that didn't exist prior to that, which, okay, maybe people felt strongly, maybe because they did the mailing ballots, maybe you got more. This are all things that could be possible. But the biggest thing that I saw that was like wild when I was looking at it is where the votes came from. Like, whenever it was showing it, it showed like Biden won, I forget how many counties. I want to say, you know where I know I sent it to Amanda, so I would have it in here for Amanda. I want to tell the exact number. I want to give the right number to you because I don't want to tell no lies. Or, I mean, it might be a lie, but I don't want to make up something. I want somebody else to have made it up. Is that fair enough? But basically, when you look at the counties that were won during the debate, because you go by votes or whatever. So here it is right here. Okay. So Obama won with 69 million votes. Okay. And in that 69 million votes, he won 1,265 counties. Okay. Trump, when he lost to Biden won 477 counties with 81 million votes. And Trump won 2,497 counties with 74 million votes. So essentially, Biden with 477 counties got enough electorals to win the election with just 477 counties won, compared to Trump winning 2,500 counties. You think that's like unrealistic? I mean, and by the way, Biden won with 69 million votes. Trump lost with 74 million votes. Biden with 81 million votes. I mean, you were around whenever Biden's when Trump, or I'm sorry, not Trump, when Obama was running for president. Mm-hmm. And is there anything in your soul that would tell you more people were out to vote for Biden than there were for Obama? No. Obama was a thing. He was a thing. People were about like they are about Trump. Like he was a thing. Like that was a thing. Like that. Biden was nothing. He was, I mean, so they say, well, mailing ballots and this and that. But how come he only won 500 counties then? Only enough counties to win the Electoral College? That's wild, dude. That's crazy to me when you look at it that way. I don't know why I don't know, Amanda. So anyways, that was an interesting part about that I thought was crazy. Like the fact that, so when people question, and I think they have the right to question, and I think that's a fair reason to question it. He's only winning in certain counties enough to win the whole electoral college. Like, it's just crazy to me. and he won half the counties, which is what I saw. It seemed to me like there was no support hardly for Biden and tons for Obama. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the other thing is that I think that everybody keeps saying they don't like Trump because Trump is against the system. Trump is this, Trump is that. There's got all these different, I think there's a different reason they don't like Trump. I think they don't like Trump because people will do what Trump says. You think? Like, I mean, right now.
Sure.
No, I'm saying right now, if Kamala tells everybody to go support Chick-fil-A because they're a great business and they've given her a lot of support, nobody's going to go to Chick-fil-A over it. But if you go to Trump and Trump says, hey, Chick-fil-A just donated, can you guys please help out Chick-fil-A? Dude, Chick-fil-A would have triple the line they have right now. And they know that. They know that Trump supporters are behind him 100%. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what they're afraid of more than anything, is that that he has this huge following. You know what I mean?
Well, he does got a huge following. She does too.
She does? I don't think so. Not like that. Like, there's people that are Democrats.
I know what you mean, but
I don't think anybody's for Kamala. I don't think anybody's looking at Kamala going, this is my best option. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want, like, I don't look at Trump and think Trump's our best option. I don't believe that. I don't.
He's the only option right now, basically.
Right. I don't believe that. A lot of people think I'm like this crazy Trumper. Yeah, I think Trump is his policy's good. I think he's good. I'm not saying he, but he's definitely not like, I've never been like a full-blown Trumper. He's annoyed me. One of the things he said that really almost hurt my feelings, if I'm being honest, was when we were shut down during COVID. We were shut down during COVID, and I remember specifically, and it was the right thing. He's right about it. You know, instead of bailing out all these companies and stuff, some of them are gonna close, and some people are gonna buy them for a good deal, and this and that. And I'm thinking, fuck, you know. And he's right. I mean, if that did happen, they shut us down. I feel like when they shut us down, they should help. I mean, if you leave us to do capitalist things and do whatever we want, okay, that's fine. But when you shut us down, chop off our knees, and then say, well, too bad, somebody's going to buy you for cheap. That kind of like, but I mean, it is the capitalist way of looking at things and doing things. You know what I mean? So I mean, I can't argue with it, but I didn't like it. You know what I mean? And I definitely don't think that. I think that he got played with that whole COVID thing. I think that he got played like a fiddle. I swear to God, I think he did. They would just say things and he'd respond to them. That knee-jerk reaction shit that he does is just too much for me. I don't like it. But he is our best option. 100% our best option, in my opinion. But only because I don't want him, like, doing a knee-jerk, like shooting a judge type thing. I'd rather think about it and say, no, I'd rather he went to court and had to face this.
No, at first he was like, good move, he did the right thing. I remember you said that.
No, yeah, I mean, I don't blame him for doing it. I can't blame the guy for doing it. I wouldn't. I would, if I was seeing that case and that's what it was, he'd get the lightest sentence I could give him.
And he might.
I mean, unless he had 50 bottles of baby oil. If he had 50 bottles of baby oil, he's guilty.
49, he's all right.
1,000? He can go to hell. 1,000 bottles of baby oil, he can go to hell, is all I'm saying.
What's up with you and the baby oil?
Dude, it's 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Why is not everybody going? What the fuck? 1,000 bottles?
I don't see anything wrong with it.
1,000 bottles. There's nothing good gonna happen with 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
That's because we can't afford just go buy 1,000. If I could afford to buy 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and
I mean, we could probably find it for $1. You ain't got $1,000.
Yeah, but what am I gonna? I don't need it.
That's the point.
He needed it. What do you mean? To each his own.
Guilty.
You're judgy.
Guilty. Lock him up and throw away the key. We don't even need a hearing.
Because he bought some oil.
Yes.
Why?
1,000 bottles.
You don't know what it's used for.
I don't
There's
care.
other uses for baby oil.
What? You give me one good reason to have 1,000 bottles of baby oil. One. Just give me one.
I don't know.
Right. And nobody does. That's why you go into jail.
No, but
you know what? I bet you they went in and raided his house, and they were like, "Oh, there's nothing here." And then they're like, 1,000 bottles. Arrest his ass right now.
then there's gonna be one cop going, "Why?"
You got a good point, though. I want to know why Homeland Security, though. That's pretty wild.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah, no, I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard. It was Homeland Security, and I don't understand why Homeland Security would. I thought they were here just for terrorist type deals, right? Or is Homeland Security different than that? Is not just for? I thought it was created because Homeland Security was created by President Bush after 9/11.
Okay.
That was when it was created. It didn't exist. President Bush, second President Bush, created Homeland Security to try and find terrorist cells in the United States.
Yeah, but they was doing that way before that.
No.
It was probably...
Secret Service was and stuff like that. There was no Homeland Security. It didn't exist.
No, it didn't exist. But I'm saying there was other branches that would...
The problem is, like, the CIA is not allowed to spy on Americans. Even though they did, they're not supposed to. Legally, the CIA is not supposed to have any operations in the United States against any United States citizens. That's the CIA. That's their core. They are not to ever surveil American citizens. They are there for central intelligence for the rest of the world. They're never supposed to. Homeland Security is specifically for surveilling Americans, citizens, basically people on American soil. That's what they're here for, and that didn't happen until Bush. And they never did it before Bush, and it was all basically because of 9/11. Which it's one of those things. It's like a catch-22. It's like 9/11 happened. You feel like you have to do something about it, but you just started a whole agency that has the rights and authorities that they probably shouldn't have. Should have never happened. Like, just because one bad thing happens doesn't mean it just seems like you don't have to go to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too extreme in my opinion. Like, because I think they can, like, I think they can bug people. Like, I think there's a lot of stuff they can do. I think if you say the wrong words on your phone, it automatically records to the Homeland Security, or probably on your podcast too. Yeah. But I don't understand why they would be anything to do with P. Diddy. That doesn't understand. I don't know where he would fit into that play, Homeland Security. FBI would make sense to me. That's what they're there for.
Well, I don't know. I just, I heard that. I don't know how true it is.
No, that's every news report says Homeland Security went in there. Yeah, every one. And I just don't understand why.
Right.
Unless they were just helping the FBI or something. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
Google it.
Google it. Google what the Homeland Security. Yeah, you don't want to do that. That'll be a rabbit hole that'll fucking stress you out.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But we're going to get out of here, I think. It's that time. Peace out, people. It was nice. Everybody go follow us on YouTube so you can see the videos also. And on Facebook, Madhouse Bar Talk. And we'll see you again next week. Peace.